Oops, sorry, I was texting Mita. Amoriha, everyone. Amoriha. Welcome. Amoriha. Amoriha. Let me replug in my controller. Amoriha. Welcome back to the finale of Yakuza 6. It took us multiple streams, but we finally made it to the end, finally. We are on the last chapter and on the finale of Yakuza 6. So we finish up another series. Today I am ready to finish another Yakuza game in the series today. Amoriha, everyone. Amoriha. Let me adjust my monitor. Amoriha, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Amoriha. I don't really have anything to say. Forgot you got 3 Yakuza 0 and 8 streams. Yeah, back when I did longer than 3-hour streams. Forgot that the best, in my opinion, karaoke song of the series isn't unlocked till you beat the game. Oh, interesting. Thomas, thank you so much for 3 months of membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate the 3 months of membership. Thank you so much for coming back for another month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I doubt for me anything will be 24-hour Cinderella, so agree to disagree. But thank you so much for another month of membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How about the Super Bowl XL? I heard Bad Bunny's performance was great. I heard his performance was great. I saw snippets. I don't listen to anything that's not J-pop or K-pop, but I heard it was great. I heard it was great. I also did not watch the Puppy Bowl. I used to when I was younger. You did? Bad Bunny, my goat. I mean, yes, I interact. I'm not just like completely blind to things that go on in America. I at least know more about Bad Bunny and like the stuff that surrounded the performance, at least compared to the Super Bowl. But yeah, actually, yeah, I can tell you more about Bad Bunny and that stuff than I can the actual Super Bowl. Actually, I can't even tell you who participated in the Super Bowl. I'ma be so for real. I'm gonna be so fucking for real. But yeah, so yeah, but yeah, shout out to Bad Bunny. Heard that it was an amazing performance. Good for him. Good for him. Sounds like he made a lot of countries happy. Performance was so peak, yeah. Not my type of music, but I saw his performance meant a lot to a lot of people, so good for him. I think it's something that was very good for a lot of people, so I'm very happy that his performance was so good and that so many people enjoyed his performance. But yeah, so I mainly only saw that. Yeah, but yeah, I honestly could not tell you who actually played in the Super Bowl, nor do I care. But yeah, so yeah. I don't really have anything to say about, I don't know, I've just been kind of chilling at home and working. Yeah, nothing really on my side. I don't really think I have anything to say. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't really think I have anything to say. So I guess we start. I don't really think I got anything to talk about. Let me know if the volume's too loud or too quiet. Nothing's really going on in my life. Oh, we've already seen this. Let me skip this.
それにしても
Let me skip this again. Okay, let me manually skip this. Oh, god damn it. I forgot we watched this, or I didn't realize that we watched this, or that this was like after the autosave. I think I was too invested. I must have been too invested. I really didn't think we accidentally watched this. Oh my. Oh wait. We can do this. Nice. Oh god. Okay. There we go. Wait, I think we also saw this. Oh my god, we watched so much shit! And we saw this! How much shit did we watch? Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Bye, Hirose.
ねえ、南雲くんも少しでいいから食べて。
ダメなんじゃ、キヨちゃん。わしらはも
う。店長、モレノですけど、今日は開けんでええですか？
おう。いや、明日も明後日も休みにしとけや。純子、おにぎりくれや。
ええよ。
昨夜、尾道神外町の岩見造船所に浮上した戦艦は全長300メートルを超えるもので、史上最大と言われた戦艦大和を上回る大きさです。造船所を所有する岩見造船では、この戦艦が
It just rose out of the water.
会見を開く予定ですが、その日程は後日改めて通知するとのことで、社内でも混乱が続いている模様です。
ユータからの電話だった。はるかの意識が戻ったそうだ。少しだが口も聞けるようになったらしい。
ほんまですか？ほうか。そりゃよかったですの。はるかちゃんが。
桐生さん、よかった。
こんな時にすまないな。
何言うとるんですか？謝ることなんて何も。
なくも。
わしはのう兄貴。今自分がどんな気持ちなんかようわからんのじゃ。
It's okay. After the first few deaths, you kind of get used to it.
死に際に言ったことが耳を離れん。本当はお前らに殺されてやりたかった言うて。ほいじゃけど、もしもっと前にわしらの父親殺したんがおやっさんじゃ言われても、わしはあん人を殺しちゃろうとは思わんかったはずじゃ。なんでわしらおやっさんのこと親の敵じゃ言うて恨めんのじゃろうの。わしもじゃ頭。父親が死んだ時、わしはまだ小学生じゃ。その日のこともよう覚えとらん。わしが親父いう言葉で浮かぶんは広瀬のおやっさんの顔だけじゃ。父親のおらんようになったわしらをおやっさんは。
I do like how this part's written. It kind of annoys me in media where like characters are written to like completely disregard like emotional bonds over blood bonds. Because people just assume like, oh, like blood bond, like because like their father is their family is blood related, that like blood relations are the strongest.
そうでなきゃあの人はクルスの命令通り戦艦の前でお前たちをさえ殺そうとしたはずだ。
No emotions like you're here. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I said emotional bonds, not emotions. No, I'm saying like I feel like a lot of games would have written like them to be mad that
ほいじゃやっぱりわしら
Hirose killed their like blood fathers. But I think it's more realistic for the characters to like feel more complex about it, because even though Hirose did kill their father, after spending all this time with Hirose, they view Hirose more as their father. But I think a lot of people would be like, well, no, but like he killed their father, so like they would be mad at Hirose, like he killed their father. But it's like, well, after all this time, Hirose is their father. Like, why would they prioritize like someone that shares their blood over like someone that essentially raised them?
お知らせしときたいことがあるんです。フェリー乗り場で待ってますから。
おい、待て。
Okay, let us. Oof, what an elephant in the room.
あれが尾道の秘密ってやつですか。恐れ入りましたね。
お前一人か。
ええ。ご覧の通りですよ。4代目。
何の用だ。
まずはお悔やみ申し上げます。広瀬一家の総長が亡くなられたとか。尾道はお揺れですね。もうお聞きかどうか。昨べクルスタケルも死にました。自殺ってことです。
何。
まあ自殺と言っているのは岩見恒夫だけですがね。
まさか岩見恒夫が実の父親を殺したのか。どうなってる。
お知らせしたいことがあると言ったでしょう。そう慌てなくてもお話し。
Don't tell me to calm down, woman hitter.
それじゃあ岩見恒夫も尾道の秘密を知っていた。
40年前からです。で、昨べクルスタケルの口を塞いだことで大道寺から陽明連合会の跡目としてお墨付きをもらった。少し甘く見すぎていました。岩見恒夫は正真正銘の極道です。俺は6代目が不在のうちに菅井を消して登場界のてっぺん取る腹でした。しかし菅井のバックに岩見がついている以上思ったほど簡単じゃなさそうですよ。
なんでお前はそこまで俺に話す。今度の狙いは何だ。
信用できねえとは思いますがね。俺はあんたを岩見恒夫や菅井みてえな連中に殺させたくないんです。大道寺から4代目を消すようあの2人に指示が出されています。尾道の秘密を危険にさらしたあんたを大道寺が許すわけがない。追い先短いことでかえってなりふり構わねえ動きになっているようだ。あなたもそれに広瀬一家も的にかけられてます。
なんだと。
この町にいる限り陽明連合会はいくらでも兵隊を送り込んできますよ。広島中のヤクザが集まってきます。いくら4代目でも数で攻めてこられりゃなぶり殺しにされるだけだ。あんたにはそんな死に方されたくないんですよ俺は。 俺が今ここにいるのも菅井から4代目を殺すように言われてのことです。菅井は岩見恒夫に登場会を丸ごと身売りする気でいます。広島の傘下になったら登場会は今とは別物。6代目が無所から出てきても
I feel like Somei would be such a cool character if he wasn't a woman hitter. Like, listen, I can excuse you being a Yakuza, but I draw the line at being a woman hitter. You can excuse being a Yakuza?
Somei, 一応礼を言っておく。
忘れてもらって結構です。俺が登場会取る時が来たらあんたとは蹴りつけさせてもらいますから。そう長くは待たせませんよ。
You do look quite dapper in that little suit, Kiryu. I will say, ooh, ah, it starts. Excuse me.
Oh
yeah, like some hypothetical game where a man finds out his lover's bio dad killed his dad and immediately changes how he feels about her or something. Yeah, like, listen, if you don't actually know the person, like, listen, at the end of the day, the world's so big. People probably have, like, are probably related to, like, a lot of people with, like, at least, like, 0.001% of DNA. Like, if you don't actually know the people or were raised with them, like, what does, like, sharing blood with them even matter? Like, I just really don't see the big deal about it. Other than, like, health reasons or whatever.
Yeah. グズグズしてるとキリがねえぞ。広島中の極道が向かってきてるらしい。
I only seen the man in the red suit before, but I do not remember who he is. Not glad when it showed the red suit too. I was like, well, at first I was like, Nishiki?
お前らと一緒なら切り抜けられる。
We fought him before in the beginning. When we first came to town, I think.
兄貴、今うちの組って。
うち
お前らがどう思ってようが、俺はずっとそのつもりでいた。おっしゃ、やったれ！この喧嘩は。
Nah. Don't worry, don't give them any ideas. I was just like, who the fuck is that? Who's wearing the red suit? What the fuck? Oh. Oh my god. I would hate to be living on this fucking street. You only had one? What's even the point of fucking bringing it? We look so dapper in our little suits, man. I wish I would have saw this scene before I got to make the thumbnail. I'm gonna use this for the fucking thumbnail. Them with their little suits. They look so cute with their little matching suits. Too bad it's for a funeral. Now some of you guys don't even look like YAKUZA. Can't pick up bikes anymore. What is this? They didn't even aim it correctly. If they wanted to do damage to the building, they should have aimed it for like the first floor. Why they aim it for the roof? Like, we can still use this building. That was useless.
連中は本気だ。警察病院も安全とは言い切れない。
高頭、本家の連中が来るかもしれん。外を見張っとれ。
You guys look so cute in your little suits.
そっちに異常はねえか。
異常ってことはないですけど。ああ、そういやハルトが物に捕まらねえで一人で立ったんです。もうすぐ歩き出しそう。
No, I mean with like the Yakuza, like
伊達さんはそばにいる。
good for Haruto, but I mean like
またはるかたちをどこか別の安
That
全
was
な
his
とこ
first time.
ろに移動
Don't
さ
make
せて
fun
ほ
of
しい。
him.
カムロ町からなるべく遠く。東京からも出た方がいい。
そうは言っても警察病院より安全なところって。それにはるかちゃんも意識が戻っただけで体中怪我してますし、今すぐには動かせませんよ。
確かにな。わかった。とにかく俺もすぐそっちに向かう。だが伊達さんにはもっと安全な隠れ家を探すように進めてもらってくれ。
わかりました。
聞いてたな。俺はカムロ町に行く。南雲、お前らはどうする？
わしらも行きます。はるかちゃんと坊ちゃんを守らにゃ。おやさんもそうせい言うとりますけ。
わかった。
わしらもチート準備がありますけ。下手すりゃもうこの土地には戻ってこれんようになります。兄貴もやり残しがないようにしといてつかさい。
Oh god, I was like, who's that? Oh, sorry. I don't know why I said that like it was a real person. I zoned out for a second. Okay. See, civilians are walking like nothing happened. Well, I guess when the sea parts like Moses to reveal the biggest warship since like World War II, I guess nothing really shocks you anymore.
タバコはいけんど、高頭。よう覚えとけ。 わしらの町とは違うんじゃ。行儀をしとけ。のう兄貴。
南雲は二人をセレナに案内してやってくれ。
You should have stayed in your white and black suit, Kiryu. I liked it.
なんじゃ桐生の兄貴、わしら東京まで来て留守番ですかい。
余計なことを言うな、高頭。桐生の兄貴はの、これから何年ぶりかではるかちゃんに会うんじゃ。少しは遠慮せえ。
No, Nagumo.
恩に切る。
ええんじゃ。戻りは遅くなっても構いませんけ。ごゆっくり。
No, Nagumo. What a sweetheart. I'm gonna go see my baby girl. Haruka-chan, Papa's coming. Ew. Ah!
兄貴。
おじさん。
俺少し出てますから。
いや、いいんだ。お前もいてくれ。お前が目覚ましたら説教してやろうと思ってた。黙って姿消したお前を俺も朝顔の子供たちも死ぬほど心配した。他にも話したいことは山ほどあったはずなんだ。なのによ、こうして生きているお前の顔を見たら、
Kiryu.
もう何から話していいのか分かりゃしね
おじさん。ごめんなさい。
That's his baby. Oh, Kiryu.
え。秋山、
That's his
ごめんなさい
baby.
よく無事でしたね。伊達さんたちと一緒にはるかちゃんたちをかくまう場所を探してたんです。急ぎだそうで。
どうかいい場所は見つかりそうか。
そこそこのところは。
相手は陽明連合会と東上会のトップだ。連中の目から完全にはるかたちを隠しきりたい。
なるほど。それが相手となると少し心もとないかもしれません。逃げる先を点々と変えるべきでしょうね。
おじさん。
ん？
おじさんはまた私のせいで危ない目に遭ってるの？
いや、そうじゃない。何にしろいろいろあってな。今狙われてんのは俺だ。俺のせいで。お前らを
Trust me, Haruka. I don't know whose fault it is. I don't even know. I would have to really like draw this out if I want to think about who this would even trace back to. Like, don't even ask me. I don't. Oh God.
はるかちゃんがもし
Don't
望む
even
なら
ask.
ゆうたくん、
Fuck.
なんで私がそれを望まないと思うの？
いいのか。
ねえ、桐生さん。俺らもしかして。
Yuta, you better fucking step up. I can't believe you let Haruka be a single, like, teen mom. How fucking dare you?
あ、本当に出るんですか？
ちょっと兄貴。
一本 電話をかけ
You better step up!
染谷だ
Like, I know Kiryu has forgiven him. But if that was my fucking daughter, I'd like actually like fucking kill him. Like, I know like they've like kind of moved on, but I still feel so sad for Haruka. Like, she grew up in such a rough environment and had such like a volatile like childhood. It makes me really sad she's kind of lost her youth again. That like she never got to really be a child. She grew up kind of like on the run with Kiryu and then having to help raise the younger kids at the orphanage. And now she can't even enjoy her like 19 and like young adulthood because now she's already a fucking mom. Like, I know they're making it seem like motherhood's beautiful, look, Haruto, but it's kind of like she loves her son, but I can't help but be like, man, this is so fucking sad. She hasn't had, and like, you know, she had to like train as the idol and everything and be away from her family. I can't help but like feel really sad about her life. But I know the game's trying to be like, oh no, like she loves her son and she'd do anything to protect him, but like it's fine because it's a game, but in reality this would be so fucking sad. Cause like fuck, like she didn't even finish high school? Did she? And like she hasn't like, I don't even know if she wants to go to college or like, you know, continue her education, and now she has to focus on like raising a child and like fuck Yuta, what's Yuta's education? How's he gonna provide for her family? And like they're gonna struggle so much. Like Haruka's just like never been able to live for herself or like enjoy her like youth. And now she has a fucking kid. So like I just can't help but like feel really sad.
Millennium Tower の巣街に殴り込みだ。すぐセレナで仲間たちと合流して俺を待て。
あ、わかりました。
お前は遥たちを頼めるか。
それはないでしょう、桐生さん。カムロ町に戻ってきた堂島の竜が殴り込みしようって時、俺が留守番ですか。遥ちゃんたちには伊達さんと警察がついてくれます。
Akiyama was like, I've been off screen since like the first chapter.
俺と広瀬一家の連中は菅井たちから的にかけられている。だがお前は
今さら水臭いですよ。それに俺はあの菅井ってのが会長代行になってからのカムロ町をずっと間近で見てきたんです。
But like I just can't. That's why I was really hoping also that the kid wasn't actually Haruka's, because I didn't want Haruka to be like, not to say motherhood is being tied down, but with Haruka's childhood and her child obviously not being a choice, being obviously an accident, and with all the circumstances, like I was really hoping Haruto would not be hers. I missed you, Akiyama. Which is like, fuck, like, no matter how much the game is like, ah, oh, look how beautiful motherhood is, it's like, fuck, this is such a miserable life for her! Like, doesn't matter how much you glamorize it, this sucks! Like, this is just a kid! This is a kid being forced to raise a kid!
でもそれじゃあおじさんは
俺ももちろん帰ってくる。はるか、 いい子を産んだな。母親にだ。お前にこんな日が来るのを待ってた。思ったよりだいぶ早かったけどな。
私のはるかっていう字とゆうたくんのゆうっていう字、それでハルトって読むの。
そうか。ゆうたのゆう。
I wish the studio writers didn't make Haruka pregnant.
分かってる。分かってる。
本当におじさんに殴られたって聞いたけど。
ああ、いや、あれはそういうんじゃないんだ。なんていうか。
おじさん、無事に帰ってきてね。
I just have to not think too much about it. Because the more I think about it, the more I fucking hate it.
頭撫でるのもこれで最後にするべきだな。今のゴタゴタにお前たちを巻き込みたくない。俺が絶対にそんなことにはさせない。じゃあな、はるか。
I just need to not think about it. I need to not think about it. Cause like it's also just like I think it's also just something that like guys won't be able to relate to because it's just like, but as like a woman, it just seems like being like, I don't really know how to describe it, but like there's not really an equivalent for biological men, but like there's just something that like being written as like to become like pregnant like this just feels like I don't know. It's not like I'm trying to like, you know, accuse him of anything, but it's just like, oh hey, let's take this young girl that you've seen grow up and go through such bad hardships throughout the games, and let's have her run away and then get pregnant and become a very young mother. And it just kind of like, you know, feels bad and feels like a little like, you know, not like, you know, that it's like, you know, illegal or anything. I'm not saying it that, but it just kind of feels like, I don't know. I think especially as like maybe like a woman, it just feels like a little bit like a little bad off the tongue or something. Pretty sure you didn't feel this way about Kiryu adopting Haruka immediately after spending half his life in prison. Well, Kiryu was a grown man. Haruka is like 19. And also, Kiryu did not have to go through the horrific, like, physical, intensive, like, body transformation that is pregnancy. So I don't know how you can dare to compare giving birth and being pregnant to adoption. Those are two things that are not remotely in the similar realm. Kiryu being in his 30s and adopting Haruka, and Haruka being a a single mother. Well, I guess not single now, but was single mother at like 19 with no family or support system, living alone. I do not think those are similar in the slightest, and if you were comparing those two, I think you have a very skewed perspective. So if Haruka was 30 right now, it would be okay. In what realm do you think a 30-year-old and a 19-year-old getting pregnant or having a baby would not be different terms? That's 11 years age difference. Yes, indeed. A 30-year-old being or having a baby is very much more acceptable than a 19-year-old having a baby. A 19-year-old is still a teenager. Yes, that would be different, indeed. Yes, correct. If Haruka was 30, I would say, yeah. I don't know what point you're trying to make, but yes, it would be indeed different. But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel really bad for Haruka that this is kind of what her character has like... Oh, fuck. This is kind of what her character has like come to. It's just become like been written down to like, oh, she's a mother and she's so like, okay. She's so like, oh, she's a mother and now, you know, she cares for Haruto so much. Like, I feel like she got her big character development, you know, like being separated from the kids at the orphanage. Like, she was written mostly as like being a big sister to the kids and she got to grow a lot. Like when she was separated from the kids at the orphanage. But now I feel like it's kind of just de-evolved back to being, Haruka's so motherly, look at her. She's only 19, but she's such a good mother. And it just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it just flattens her character. Because like, 19-year-olds aren't supposed to be good moms. They aren't supposed to be good moms. Yeah, she does get reduced to caring mom character for the very short time we even get to see her. Like, yeah, like, Haruka, in the time that she's been away, like, got her family back after being separated from them for years during being an idol, and then went through a lot of trauma being an idol with, like, fucking, Park dying. And it being staged as a suicide, but it was a murder and everything. And then went back to, and then her fucking dad, her Oji-san, goes to prison. She goes back to her family and then gets stalked by the paparazzi. Then she runs away because she's like, I can't let them be like, have their lives ruined because of me. And she runs away and moves to a small town and hides her identity. And like, then gets pregnant and moves again and goes through 9 months of pregnancy and gives birth with having only Hirose, who doesn't even live here, but just like gives her a place to, like, hooks her up with a place to stay, and like still has no friends or family. Like, and she comes out of all that just like being like a nice mom. Like, it's like no one could go through that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they've just like written her off as being like, oh, she's such a nice mom. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like this was, her being pregnant was just kind of done as a plot point, which kind of saddens me. Like, I wouldn't say Haruka's my favorite. I like Haruka. I wouldn't say she's my favorite character, but I like her a lot. And I like her a lot with her relationship to Kiryu. So it saddens me to see her kind of be used just as like a plot point like this. especially because I feel like it'll kind of distance her relationship with Kiryu even more. Like the whole thing when Kiryu's like, oh, I can't even like pat your head anymore because it's like, oh, you know, like she's a mom now, she's growing up. It's like she's 19. She's 19. She's 19. Like the girl can't even drink in America yet. Like, oh my god. Like, I just... I just feel like I just feel like she's just being... I just feel like it's a shame and she's kind of... I don't know. I just feel like her being devalued just to be like a young teen mom just kind of doesn't sit right and feels a little bit gross. Again, not accusing them of anything or like, you know, saying it's like illegal or anything, but just doesn't sit right with me, I feel like personally. I feel like it's kind of like a little but that's my take on it. Yeah, let's see, when I saw it from Kiryu's perspective, but seeing it from one's perspective has definitely given it another read. Yeah, because just like... I just like can't imagine going through all that myself or seeing a character that I really like have to be put through all that, because like... Not gonna lie, having to go through all of that Haruka went through would be like my actual like nightmare. Like, pregnancy and childbirth is so fucking terrifying and just absolutely like such like a horrendous experience that I even personally like do not ever want to go through it. Like, so just like to see her just like kind of devalued to like be just like a vehicle for like Haruto to be born. It's just like... just like kind of saddens me. But yeah. Anyways, that's what some call this the Naruto effect. Yeah. I miss the Haruka that slapped Mina in the face and she wasn't afraid to call out Hamazaki. She lost her feistiness when she grew up. Yeah. Lisha's Yuta is a single mom. Well, it doesn't help. Well, she still had to go through 9 months of pregnancy and raising the child for however old Haruto is as, like, being single. So that doesn't erase having to go through all that while being single and not even having family. And they are together now, but they're still just like, Yuta's still young. He's only like a year or two older than her. And like, he's just a kid. And he's just in the YAKUZA. He doesn't have like a stable income or like, you know, a stable job. Like, at least he has like the family to help out. Like, Nagumo and Kiryu will definitely help out, but like, if it was just Yuta, what the fuck is he gonna do? Like, just realistically, they would struggle so much. And it would not be all like, oh, don't worry now, we're together, Haruka-chan. It would be a lot of struggling. It would be a lot of struggling.
Yuta に聞きました。Tojo Clan の菅井に殴り込みちゃ言うて。
ああ、菅井と話がしたい。だがそれにはお前らの助けが必要なんだ。
天下のカムロ町で人暴れじゃ。広島ヤクザの喧嘩、東京門に味合わせちゃりますわ。
殴り込み言うたら極度の晴れ舞台じゃ。広瀬のおやっさんにも見せたかったですの。
行きましょう、兄貴。
目的地はミレニアムタワーだ。その最上階に菅井がいる。奴を捕まえるんだ。絶対に逃がさないでくれ。いいな。
Oh my god, even Akiyama's matching. Man, this would have been such a good screenshot to use for a thumbnail. Okay, well, not this one. I can't use a full body shot. It doesn't look good for a thumbnail. Oh my god, they're fucking aura farming. Oh my god. I like how Akiyama's inserted himself into this fucking group. Akiyama, do you even know their names? This is cute as Akiyama's second time doing this exact thing. First time. We are the Yakuza 6 and this is our song of life. No, thank you so much for the super. And Burbanim, thank you for the super. So we got Wario님. 행복을 최복합니다. 좋은 방송, 좋은 하루 보내세요. 많이 많이 사랑합니다. 불배님, 슈퍼 너무 감사합니다. 조심히 가요. 나를 사랑해. 고마워. 고마워. 조심히 가.
お前らの案内は無用だ。そこをどけ。
There was absolutely no reason for Kiryu and Akiyama to change suits, but I'm glad they did. Especially because Kiryu was wearing the black suit, had to change to go back to Kamurocho, and then changed again for this fight. Oh my god, there's too many fucking people. Oh, damn. Oh. Wait, we're going downstairs. Yes. Ow. They really get their fucking location usage out of this Millennium Tower, man. Have we ever not had a fight in this fucking tower? Technically in 0. We didn't in 0? Oh, because it wasn't built yet, right? Wait, we didn't in 2? Why did we in 2? What was going on in 2? I know we were in Okinawa, but then we... Oh, Kamurocho Hills. Oh. They also have matching suits. Shit. 3 was Okinawa. What the fuck was Yakuza 2 then? I hate how easily they fucking break items in this game. Ryuji, not gonna lie, I do not remember Yakuza 2. I'm gonna be so for real. I remember he was like, he had blonde hair. I do not remember what his deal was. Oh. Something pride. Sure, yeah, sounds right. Yeah, I do not remember what his fucking deal was. He was in Zero, I think, like, and they showed a preview of him. I don't remember what his deal was. I'm gonna be so for real. And then there was another one. Kiryu made out with a girl at the top of a building. Oh! It's okay, it's not a cutscene, you're fine. It's so interesting, sometimes characters get like fucking like you can get stabbed like that in a cutscene and you can die. But Yuta just took that, but because it's just a fight scene, he's gonna be fine. Sorry, you're on babysitting duties again.
動くなって。
ユータ。お前に死なれちゃう。はるかとハルトに合わせる顔がね。お前は生きろ。生きて二人のこと守ってやってくれ。兄貴。秋山、あとは任せたぞ。
お気をつけて。
I could really use some free items, game. That would be very nice of you. You'd be so kind. Ooh, thank you. I could use some more free items, game. That would be very nice of you. The Fairly Odd Parents. The Croc. What's his? Ah! Crocker! Like, you know, when he was the Fairly Odd Parents! Keenan was like busting that move! Did you see him? Did you fucking see him? Yeah, this machine gun must be the work of Fairly Odd Parents! Holy shit! Holy fuck! I've never seen the bottles move like that before. That was funny, but that also scared the shit out of me. Mayhaps I should have bought more health items. Where am I going? No! I go. Where the fuck are we going? More! See, now that's how you aim a bazooka. Are those called bazookas? Item. No. That's YouTube, not me. OBS says I'm fine.
誰だ？
あなたがお探しのものですよ。4代目。
すごい。
こちらいらっしゃることは分かっていました。ですが、私あなたの相手をするほど暇じゃありません。代わりのものに対応。
Yeah, sorry, that's YouTube, not OBS.
お前はどこにいる？
俺がどこにいようが関係ねえだろうが。キリ、てめえはここで死ぬんだ。ゆっくり見物させてもらうぜ。
Yeah, sorry, that's on YouTube's side, not mine.
どういうことだ染谷。
見ての通りですよ、4代目。
てめえの相手はそこの染谷だ。聞いたぜ。あんた俺と岩見社長をぶっ殺すつもりだったんだってな。てめえを殺した後、沢村遥と赤ん坊も必ず見つけて殺してやる。その前に大道寺が死んだとしてもだ。俺らを敵に回した人間がどういう目に遭うか、いい見せしめになるからな。
すげえ。
安心して染谷に殺されな。
何があった染谷。
何があったって、行かれちまったんですよ、俺は。
Somaya probably has some underlying plan or scheme. You know what? I haven't updated my stats in a while. It's so hard to tell when they're doing cutscenes for the aura or cutscenes for the quick time events. Why did you have that immunity for a few seconds? That was so fucking unfair, sir. I don't want to use this. I'm gonna use it. I need more items, please. need more health items. I need more health items. I need more health items.
俺が殺す相手はお前じゃねえ。後ろで笑っている菅井たちだ。それ以上やれば死ぬぞ。もうやめろ。
Or why did they like threaten his kid? Why would they threaten his ex? Why not his kid?
裏切り者の染谷君には鞭をくれてやる必要があってな。
お前ら清見ママを。
Oh.
岩見。
染谷にはあなたを殺せば女を助けてやると言ったんです。だが染谷はその条件を守ることができなかった。
やめろ。やめてくれ。
Stop making me feel bad for him. For he was an abusive ex.
やめろ。岩見。彼女は。
Stop! It's working.
ではこうしましょう。3つ数えます。それまでに染谷にとどめを刺してください。
何？
そうすれば彼女は見逃します。
Ow! What's this? I don't like this fucking Saw game, man.
言っときますが、私は気が長い方じゃない。
No! No!
No! あいつら本当にやる。
No!
頼むからこいつで俺をやってくれ。
No! Don't make me feel bad for you! It's working! No! No!
2つ。
He's gonna kill himself.
時間に。
Someone's dying! I don't know who it is! I don't know who it is! There's too many possibilities! There's too many possibilities! Oh god, who's dying in this room? Ah!
なんじゃこりゃ。
清美、あの子には、ヒロミには俺一度も手あげたりなんかしてねえからな。大事にしてきた本当だ。
No! No!
美しき夫婦愛を、いや家族愛を見せていただきましたよ、染谷さん。
何をする気だ。
I was gonna say, what's stopping them from?
時間切れは時間切れじゃけえの。
We didn't see it happen. So you have to hang in there. They don't know if you die or not.
おい、なんならこりゃ。
Literally, you Yuta just survived a fucking stabbing. Why can't you?
ヒロミを俺とあいつの娘を頼んます。
何を言いよるんじゃ。しっかりせ。まだ助かる。
娘を頼まれたと言ってくれ。今ここでだ。ナグモ。
No. God, Kiryu's having a crash out again. No. No. Kiryu's crashing out again over another death of a friend / acquaintance. No.
つまりソメヤはその清美さんって人を
Okay, well, no, we didn't see Kiyomi's body, so.
あの清美さんが
許せ。
Kiyomi's probably alive.
会ってええんか。
分かってる。
We definitely would have seen her body.
今いるこの場所も危ねえ。連中の狙いは俺たちだ。尾道の秘密を暴いた俺らをどこまでも追ってくる。こうやって一塊になって
Man, it's so hard because Someo was such an asshole to Kiyomi. Like,
確かに。せめて岩見と菅井が今どこに
there's no doubt about it that he was like
もあるんでしょう。
abusive to her. But
屋上で外の空気吸ってくる。
it's a complicated relationship, you know, being with someone in the Yakuza. And you want to believe that, like,
落ち着いたら居所をわしに知らせ。
it's because of his upbringing. And maybe he just didn't know healthy relationships. And maybe being alone and, you know, learning how to be a good father, he changed. And he could have genuinely grown and learned and improved. Not to minimize how he treated Kiyomi and what he did to her, but... Damn, I really wanted... I really wanted Someo to have a redemption arc.
わかりました。
はるかたちの方はどうなっている？
伊達さんが動いてくれてます。今日中には警察病院から場所を移せるようでした。
I think he was a very morally great character, but he was a good boyfriend and a shitty wife and a good father and a good accomplice.
動くときは声かけてくださ
い。一つ聞いていいですか、桐生さん。
なんだ。
ミレニアムタワーでもし菅井に会えてたら、桐生さんはあいつをどうする気だったんです？よくよく考えたら不思議だったんです。相手は桐生さんたちを殺そうと動いている。その周りの人間を巻き込むことを平気でやってのける連中です。
Yeah, for some Someo dying is all he would do to make up for his past. That's fair. Cause like it's easy for us to be like, oh fuck, but he was such a good dad. But like when he was with Kiyomi, you know, he was like, I can't remember, but you know, he like hit her and like yelled at her and like, you know, like tracked her and like watched her and like surveilled her and stuff like that.
身の回りの人間を守ることさえできねえ。 ただのヤクザ崩れだ。
なんて言われてもあなたを諦める気はありませんよ。
And back then, he assumedly was not a good father because she asked him like, "Oh, can you like be home more?" And he was like, "Fuck you." No.
それだけの歴史をあんたは今までこのカムロ町に刻んできちまったんだ。
But it seems like after his fucking wife left him, then he cleaned up his act as a father.
カムロ町に救われた人間です。あんたが帝王を救うくらいならいつでも俺の手使ってください。
Agree to cheat the somebody hits Kiyomi thing like it never happened, like Sajima Haruka and Majima Mary Park. I think that's more difficult to write off because that is like, I think that's less of the writers kind of making a weird writing choice. That's less of the writers making a weird writing choice and more something that's like, you know, a lot of these Yakuza like characters, you know, as like, you know, they're in the Yakuza, they had rough upbringings. We can't really expect most of them to have, you know, like, to understand how to navigate like decent relationships. And Somaya, while he's not the worst person, it's very realistic for him to not, you know, like, really know how to navigate a romantic relationship very well. So I feel like it's pretty realistic and I can definitely see it. So I wouldn't write it off necessarily like I would, where am I? Like I would with like the other ones where I just feel like those are just like really weird and off writing choices. I would not put this in the same category. Because I think if you're choosing to ignore Somaya hitting his wife and stuff, I think you're just... like, I don't think you can just ignore everything bad a character does, even if you like the character. But the stuff like Majima wearing Park and Sajima and Haruka, I think are just weird choices that just like don't really make sense. And were just weird writing choices. Somaya like being a bad husband is not a weird writing choice. It makes sense. Like, you would not expect... Sorry, I'm just skipping that. You would not expect, like... As much as we love our lovable Yakuza characters, realistically, these characters, like, why would they know how to navigate interpersonal and, like, emotional relationships well? Like, I think it's a disservice to think they're, like, perfect beings that can do nothing wrong. Because I think that also then does Kiyomi a lot of like misservice and also then erases a lot of her trauma and a lot of her like hardships and what she's gone through. And I think that really undervalues her and her struggles. And I don't think that's fair to her at all. Somaya redeem himself in your eyes? It's hard because I think in especially a situation like this, I think the only person that can answer that is like, oops, is like, you know, Kiyomi, but obviously Kiyomi's a fucking character. One sec. I mean, he protected his ex-wife and his daughter. Not just protected, he died for them. He protected them. That's, I mean, that's what protected also means. But yeah, if you're asking my opinion, there's no need to try to argue with him more on the details, but I think in my eyes, yes, but I think topics like domestic abuse tend to be more like, you know, sensitive topics. So I wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, all his sins are forgiven, but you know, like, it's a sensitive topic. But I enjoyed Someya's character a lot. I think he was a character that was written morally gray. And I enjoyed that, you know, he wasn't a perfect character. I enjoyed that he had like a lot of different sides, that he was our ally and enemy, and that he like both did good and both did bad. Because like no character, it's a disservice to only have good characters and only have bad characters. My characters wish he was the final boss. Why? Narratively, he does not make sense to be the final boss. I did enjoy him as a character though.
Kiryu no aniki, hoka no mon wa mou dete itta.
Narratively though, he is not important enough to be the final boss.
Iwa Mitsune wa ashita Kurusu Takeru no sougi no ato zousenjo ni iku hazu desu.
Tashika ka.
Youmei Rengou Kai no 2代目襲名じゃ言うて広島に招集がかかっとる。いいのに探りを入れさせたんじゃ。東上会の菅井も来るらしいで。わしは奴らを刺し違えてでも殺す。兄貴もそのつもりなんじゃろ。はあ。ほいじゃが、わしと兄貴だけで十分じゃ。一家の連中も秋山さんもこれ以上巻き込めん。
俺もそのつもりだった。どうやら俺とお前で死ぬ時は一緒になりそうだな、兄弟。
そいつは今日初めて聞く
Yeah, surface level he has everything you want in Final Boss, but narratively Amori's right. That's deliberate. The Yakuza writers were cooking and everything not named Haruka. Yeah, I did really enjoy his character though. But I think that it's fine that a character is set up to be important or liked and that he's not the final boss. I don't think a character being the final boss like necessarily means they're like super important or not, like or like defines their importance or not. I mean, definitely to some extent, but you know, like when I look back on the other Yakuza games, the characters where I'm like, oh, this character made the biggest impact, it's not necessarily like the final boss, you know. And like a lot of the times, like sometimes the final boss is just like the guy that's like, you know, pulling like all the strings. And a lot of the times like the bosses along the way, like the people that you're interacting with more, tend to have like more of like a impact because it's the ones you're seeing more and interacting with more. And that are like the chess pieces you're seeing more. Emika, thank you so much for the Amori Dono. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Aniki, もうカムロ町に思い残したことはありませんの。ほいじゃったら最後の蹴りつけに行けますんで。ああ。
Oh, I was like hospital monitor. Is it the old guy or Haruka? She's definitely alive. We did not see it, which means she's alive. She's definitely fucking alive. They made that way too vague. Also the scene where like Someya and Nagumo fucking hated each other, but it was so touching that like that Somaya chose Nagumo to like pay, please take care of my daughter, because even though like Somaya and them fucking hated each other, he knew that Nagumo like loved his ex-wife enough that like he trusts him enough to take care of his daughter in their place. That was so sweet and so sad. So depressing, but so sweet. Again! You're still hiding out, Akiyama! Yeah, someone tell Akiyama to go back. Why is he still living down there? And with fucking Yuta now? Me too, bud, me too.
あの美人ママもかわいそうなことしたと思うとる。腰ミス。広島のこの土地であんたに勝ち目はありませんよ。
Me when we play Busan for the last game of our monthly Overwatch.
お前らさえこの世から消えてなくなりゃ全部蹴りがつく。わしら死にに来とるんじゃ。踊れる！かかってくんならそん格好で来いや。
I feel like the Yakuza writers aren't actually going to show us Somaya and Kiyomi's daughter, but it would be really cute in like the final like cutscene epilogue, you know, they usually show us, to see like Nagumo and their daughter. Like she calls him uncle or something. And it's kind of awkward, and he's like, kind of like an awkward like uncle, like trying to be relatable. And Kiyomi's there because Kiyomi's obviously not fucking dead because I'm not an idiot. But I feel like, I don't know, it just seems like one of those characters that they're not gonna show. No, thank you so much for the super! Playing this for the first time when Nagumo begged Kiryu to be his Aniki, I thought, ew, how dare this poser think he can stand where Rikia once stood. But he quickly grew on me as a character, and I don't know who I like more. I really like Nagumo. I think... oh my god, fuck. I think, Rikia still holds #1 in my heart for me. Just because, like, there's something about Rikia is just like, Nagumo's like, you know, kind of silly, like tough-hearted, but like, and goofy. I think I just like, slightly prefer Rikia's like Nikki is just like, you know, silliness and just like kind of pure-heartedness. I do really like both of them though. I think Nagumo took a little bit more to grow on me, but I obviously very much enjoy Nagumo as well. But yeah, Rikia was like, he was just a good boy. He was a good boy. Nagumo's like, he's a little bit more like a... troublemaker. But Ricky is just like, he's baby girl. But yeah, I did not think when we had that first like fight with Nagumo that he was gonna turn into this character. I thought he was just gonna be like Yakuza Thug #2. No! It's okay. It's during a fight. You'll live. You get to refill your health? That's unfair! Oh, Nagumo. Why I oughta? He did the wind up in like the old cartoons where they wind up and like run in the air for a few seconds. Yeah, in the Looney Tunes.
Haruka. 坊ちゃんもなんでじゃ。
本庄という東京の刑事を知っているか。
Well, shoot. God dang it.
その本庄に警察上層部からある特命が下されたんだよ。伊達という刑事を見張り、そいつが違法に監禁している赤ん坊とその母親を救出するようにと。
本庄、なんでここは。伊達さん、あなたこそなんでこんな真似をしたんです。どういうことだ。誰の命令でここに。伊
達さん、これは。
監禁の現行犯です。無駄な抵抗はしないでください。違うぞ本庄。こいつは遥たちを狙う連中の差し金だ。警察の上層部に誰かが手を回してる。私への命令は正規の手続きで下されているんです。連れて行け。
Ah! Fuck yeah! Fuck! No! Not that! But fuck you! You fucking bootlegger? That's what you fucking get. I hope you feel stupid as soon as you wake up from your non-life-threatening injury. I love the voicing of emotion. Try to dodge, Nagumo! Why did he just hit that GIF?
あんたは東上会と陽明連合会をいっぺんに敵に回したんだ。なめてんの。
Why do you not even dodge? Oh my god, Kiryu. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Haruka's watching this like that. The fucking Glenn episode.
どけ。すごい。
Oh, sorry. Sorry. He said no, sorry.
殴り殺すのに時間がかかる。
Sorry, my bad.
父 時は俺の本質を見誤っていたよ。
Oh my god, poor Haruka.
あの人を超える野心と抑えきれねえ力への渇きがあった。日の当たる道を歩かせようって親心がかえってあだになった。押さえつけられりゃ反発するのが子供ってやつじゃねえか。裏社会でこそ生きるこの俺の才能に。
This is Haruka's The Last of Us 2.
伝説の国土クルスタケルの名は俺が名乗るべき名だ。
Basically not match the gap body, the body at all. Yeah, what's the opposite of gap, Moe?
女を殺す。
おじさん。
おっと、無理かな。
Ooh, Sue's coming to save us. Yeah!
Huh?
Whoa!
岩見さん。兄貴、頭。はるかとハルトは俺らが守ります。
抜け駆けしたわ。
Also, yeah, no one got my Glenn reference, so I had to pivot. Jesus Christ. You have to stand up for Haruka! Whoa!
誰に喧嘩売ったかこれからたっぷり思い知らせてやる。
岩見さん、
踊れの相手はこっちじゃ。
Damn! And Nagumo's doing that with a bunch of like fucking knife wounds. I mean, Kiryu also got a bunch of like metal, giant metal pipe smashes to the face. Just also want to give Nagumo his flowers.
Ore to issho ni 地獄まで付き合ってもらうぜ。岩見の坊ちゃん。貴様。お前らだけ
It's okay, Ki. Just take off his glasses and like basically you win.
ここで終わらしてやる。
Every time I see a sledgehammer in this game, I get PTSD. Yeah! Beat the elderly! Oh, he took off his own glasses. I guess he doesn't need them. He is nothing to me, damn. Jesus Christ. Good thing I got new fucking health items. Shit.
Ooh,
that line went hard, Kiryu. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. Oh, that was good. Yakuza always done like the... Why does he have a gun still? Why does he have a gun? Why does he have a gun? Why couldn't you just tackle him? Oh, Kiryu. Yo, does anyone want to fucking take his gun from him? Hello? Yuta, hello? Anyone? Anyone want to do something? Oh my god, y'all had so much time to react. Unpopular opinion, if I was Haruka, I'd be like, I need my dad, I need my father figure more than I need my boyfriend and the father of my child who was in my life for like a few years. And who I haven't seen for a few years. Wait, I thought that gun didn't have any bullets. Oh, he reloaded. Okay. Sorry. Kiryu, dying a sacrifice for your daughter is not the gift you think it is. It's going to cause lasting trauma.
ユウタとハルトと幸せにな。
Kiryu doesn't know how to show love except to sacrifice himself for the people he loves. That's the only thing that Yakuza has taught him. He doesn't know how to show affection otherwise. That's all his loved ones have ever done for him. Is kill them and like sacrifice themselves for him. That's all he knows. Kiryu, there's better ways to show your love, I promise. Okay, well, we know he lives, so. Oh, Kiryu. I wish they would make the death, or like the quote deaths, a little bit more believable. Guys, I've seen Kiryu when he's old. I hope you guys know. You guys can't fake me out that Kiryu's dead. Also, even if he was, you guys know that you would technically be spoiling me. So, you guys, that would be real rude and breaking the rules of you guys. Because technically you guys would be spoiling me and be like, hey, oh, and I'd be like, oh, so you're spoiling me that he dies. So you're breaking the rules. Mods, get him. Wait, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, I wish they'd make some scenes like this less frustrating. Like, I feel like that could have been believable if he shot Kiryu, like, in the chest, and then, like, someone, like, tackled Sugai and got the gun away from him. Or something. But instead, they all watch Sugai shoot him 3 times, and then someone finally gets him. It's like, what? What? Are you serious? Y'all just stood there watching with your mouths open? Like, I wish they'd make some of these scenes just a little less frustrating to watch. Like, they could have just, instead of having them shoot Kiryu 3 times in not as lethal areas, they could have just had him shoot him once in a more lethal area to get the same message across, while not making the viewers rip their hair out. Like, they've learned some lessons throughout the decade or whatever so making the games, but some lessons they have not yet. They have not. So what I miss, like a decade plus of Yakuza games, Marlon. Marlon, thank you so much for 22 months of membership. I hope you've enjoyed your time and stay. Thank you so much for another month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kiryu died, yeah, Kiryu died. Okay, let's see our... Yeah, damn, we didn't get to see no Majima, no Daigo, man. The gang was not back this game. Okay. Have you streamed that we watched the lunch break the final boss fight? And my crap, thank you so much for this. Moridono! Good luck for the rest of your shift. Thank you for stopping by. We do get to see her! Thank you so much, Anime Craft! We do get to see her!
キヨちゃんはずっとあんたのことを気にかけとったんじゃ。 3つの時に別れたんちゃったの？覚えてるんか？母ちゃんのこと。
写真でだけ。でもお父さんがいろいろ話してくれた。
染谷が？
お父さんの仕事のせいでお母さんは出ていくしかなかったって。お父さんはいつも自分が悪いんだって。
染谷。
そうか。ほいじゃが。
Also, their daughter is so cute.
大事に育てとったんじゃな。
Kyo's gonna walk in. Kimmy's gonna walk in. Knew it! No, she gets to be a mom. Their daughter's so cute though.
まさか
なあ
清美さんが無事でおったとはの。小清水のやつがかくまっとったんじゃって。
小清水は空砲で清美さんを撃ったんです。
Does that mean Somaya didn't have to kill himself?
自分で腹刺した染谷に小清水もなんか感じるものがあったそうで。
Okay, never mind. Okay, I was gonna say.
あんなゲスどもに使われる男じゃなかったんじゃ。菅井と岩見の言いなりになっとる自分にええ加減嫌気がさしただけと違うんか。
それでもいいだろう。おかげで清美さんは生きてる。
南雲の頭も哀れじゃのう。恋敵は清美さんのために自決した染谷じゃ。どうあがいても勝ち目はないじゃろう。しばらくは広瀬一家の立て直しに専念してもらおう。
後のこと頼むな、田頭。松永の兄貴も。
Cause you're leaving the Yakuza, right, Yuta? Yeah! Woo!
はるかちゃん。
Get the fuck out of this business, Yuta!
もちろんハルトもじゃ。桐生の兄貴のことは残念じゃった。わしらもまだ信じられん。阿川に強い人が。
でもこの子は大きくなってもきっとおじさんの背中を覚えてると思います。私も
This is worse. Has Kiryu like cut himself off from Haruka?
おじさんとこれまで一緒に歩いてきた道の
This is worse than Kiryu dying.
今度はこの子と歩かなきゃ。
I wish Kiryu would have just died. Keep the cycle of trauma going. Oh, hey, Daigo. Oh, hey, Majima. Hey, Saijima.
無所出たとこで疲れとるやろな。俺らもお前が出てくんの待っとったんや。
Y'all, so much has happened.
話は聞いとるやろ。陽明連合会と戦争が始まる。
So, there's a fucking warship in
四代目
Hiroshima.
の首取られた言うて若い衆が言い切り立っとる。もう止められん。俺も気持ちはわかるけどな。そしたらどないする？六代目。
Also, well, okay, so Kiryu's kind of like your older brother. So your older brother's daughter has a son, so that would make that your nephew?
今が広島への攻め時や言いたいんか。まあ 広島でもうちの報復が来ると思うとるはずや。
Wait, no, Haruka's your nephew.
やるんやったら
You have a great nephew? I mean, you have a niece, I mean. You have a great nephew?
Ore wa 後悔している。言えた義理ではないが、俺はお前の親のつもりだった。
I don't even know Haruka? He has to, right?
親として伝えなければならないことが山ほどあったはずだ。だが俺はそのことに
Okay, but he never knows of her, but I guess maybe they haven't really met. I guess he kind of noped out of the Yakuza when he adopted her.
そんな俺の前に様々な親子の形が次々に現れた。しがらみや掟に縛られ、子供を純粋に愛してやれなかったことにようやく気づいた親。親を超えることで認めてもらえる、愛してもらえると堅なにまで信じた子供たち。そんな親と子の隔たりが多くの不幸を招くのを目の当たりにした。彼らは親子として向き合っていなかったのだろうか。そうじゃない。彼らは親子の絆を信じていた。それぞれが苦しい定めの中で親子の絆を確かめようと必死で思い、
What kind of father will you be, Kiryu? A present one, please?
ただ彼らには親子として共に過ごす時間が足りていなかった。それだけだ。でもそれはきっと大切なことなんだと思う。だが俺も彼らと同じ鉄を踏んでいた。
No!
俺は曲がりなりにも登場界の4代目だった。6代目としてお前を登場界に引き込んだのも俺だ。大悟。俺は
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit.
お前の親として
Oh,
そばにいてやる必要はないと思
Kiryu.
っていた。堂島大吾を男と見込んで
No.
お前に全てを託していたと言えば聞こえはいい。だが俺は
Are you even old enough to be his dad?
親と子の時間を捨てて運命と向き合わず消せない過去からも目を背け。
I know we hung out in Yakuza 0, but are you even old enough to be his dad though?
あの親子たちのことを思うと今の俺には言葉
Weren't we 20 and he was like
そんな俺がお前や登場界の親たち
Yeah, he's like 12 years older. Yeah. We aren't even old enough to be his dad. I mean, sorry, you can still consider yourself.
この手紙を読んだ時 もし俺が死んで
Says the woman who goes around calling everyone her gay. Okay, fair.
どうか親の仇を討とうなんて思わないでほしい。
48 and 40?
そんな
Wait, so he's Kiryu's baby girl.
最後の頼みだ。
Okay, everyone's saying different ages, but oh, that's so sweet though. Kiryu's apologizing for being an absent father.
親からもらった遺言俺は守ります。
He's lying!
広島と戦争をしその上陽明連合会にこっちからもそうと五分の杯を交わしますキルーちゃんに先手を打たれとったわけか。俺はあの人の手紙に超えるべき親の仕事を立派に親やってんのかキリュウ。
This really would have made me think Kiryu was dead.
ご挨拶をと思いまして。
ああ、聞いたよ。おめでとう。
それで、桐生さんのことですけど、伊達さんは本当にあの人の遺体を間違いなく確認したんですか？
ああ、そうだ。
Okay, this would have made me think he isn't.
よし、もう一回だ。な、頑張れ。さあ来い、ハルト。
頑張って、ハルト。
We never see that other cop guy again. I think he died in the hospital. I hope so, but I hope not because I want him to know he was wrong. And if he dies, he never knows that he was wrong. So I kind of hope he doesn't. Because I need him to wake up and be like, oops, that's embarrassing. Huh. Kiryu, zoom out. Oh no.
死を確認したのはあなただけだ。その後、遺体は不可解にもすぐ火葬にされちまった。
桐生には遺族がいない。あの日俺が遺体の確認に呼ばれたのは警察関係者の友人としてだ。
何度聞いても答えは同じってことですか。
Okay.
いつか本当のことを話せる日が来たら、その時は違う答えを聞かせてもらえますよね。伊達さん。
Akiyama, you smart little bastard. I was hoping he would have faked his death and then lived in Okinawa. Who are you?
見えるか桐生一馬君。つい今しがた大道寺実先生が亡くなられたと知らせがあってな。
誰だあんた。
私は政治家としてのイロハをすべて大道寺先生に教えられたものだ。
Oh, is this why the next spin-off game is like the man who has no name or something?
マコミも世間も大騒ぎだ。
Because Kiryu's dead.
選挙も近いというのに全く困ったもんだ。火消しに追われて身が持たんよ。
まあ時間が経てば火は消える。そんなものだ。だがつまらん火種が大ごとになることもある。
I wasn't asking.
戦艦クルスタケル岩見恒夫
I'm making
それ
commentary.
らと大道寺先生とのつながりが万が一でも表に出るようなことがあってはならん。そうだろう。もしあんたからマスコミにでも知れれば先生の名前に傷がつく。するとそのことで過去の過ちを詮索される人間が出てくる。彼らの多くは今この国を支える指導者たちだ。わかるかね。
つまりあんたもその一人で口封じの賄賂ってことか。
Take it and then donate it to your orphanage.
養護施設のことを気にかけて。
Yeah, perfect!
じゃあ金も必要だろう。私は情け深い人間でね。憔悴している人間に鞭は打たない。それを気持ちよく受け取って全ての秘密を守るという意志、それさえ示してくれればいいんだ。
断る。
No.
何？
全てを秘密にしたいのなら俺の条件を飲め。
なんだと？自分が何を言ってるのか分かっているのか？
まず堂島大吾という男を
あ
奴が出てこないと広島で戦争が起こるぞ。これ以上の火種は起こしたくないんだろう。
そんなこと、貴様、自分の立場が分かっているのか？
条件が飲めないんならこの取引はなしだ。秘密に一生を怯えて暮らせ。
極道ごときがなめるなよ。命が惜しくないのか？場合によってはお前が大事にしている人間も巻き添えになるぞ。
やってみろ。いろいろ調べたんだろう。俺を本気で怒らせたらどうなるか試してみるか。
なら貴様が秘密を守るという保証はどうしてくれる？
死んでやるよ。
何？
あんたの力でこの病院で発行した
Kiryu,
死亡届を作ってく
no!
れ。そうしたら俺は一生
Kiryu,
消え続
no! Why would you do this?
最後の条件はそれだ。
何言ってんだキリュウ。
聞いていたろ。俺は消える。俺の死体を確認したとあんたがみんなに伝えてくれ。どうなんだ、この男が証人だ。
Why would you do this?
条件を飲むのか。
おい、ふざけるなって。分かってんのかお前。そんな真似したらもう二度とハルカやハルトに会えねえんだぞ。
Kiryu, you're making it real hard for me to want to play the future games.
分かった。その条件飲もう。
Making it real hard for me to want to return to the series, Kiryu.
くそ。なんでお前ばっかりこんな。
I like this game, but I don't want to just watch a pity fest.
それに俺の周りにいてくれた多くの仲間たち、あいつらを守れるなら俺は喜んで死んでやるさ。
Not gonna lie, this ending kind of pisses me off. Like, I know Kiryu gets put through the ringer a lot, but like... And I know it's unrealistic to expect a perfectly happy ending for him, but... Ultimately, I don't want to just watch like a fucking pity fest. Haruto takes steps towards his family and Kiryu takes steps away. All of a sudden fucking hate this ending. I really did not like that twist at the ending. And with that, that's all for Kiryu, folks. Perspective, thank you so much for the Amori Dodo. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, just some guy with a mustache, thank you so much for a year of membership. Congratulations on the badge upgrade. The controversial ending where Kiryu learns the lesson, I don't deserve to be happy. More like where he makes up a fake lesson that no one taught him. Where he literally learned from no one. Not gonna lie, this decreases my interest in continuing this series greatly. I will not lie. I'm not asking for spoilers. Don't spoil me. Don't tell me you're not gonna spoil me. I'm not asking for spoilers. I'm just saying this out loud because I'm sharing commentary. Do not say, oh, I can't tell you. I'm not asking. I'm just sharing for commentary. I'm gonna need them to reverse this decision and bring Kiryu back to his family if they want, if I'm going to continue this series. I say nothing. You don't need to, don't say that either. Guys, I'm not asking. I'm not, as I just said, don't say that. I am not asking. As I just said, you do not, I'm not asking. But like I'm gonna need them to reverse that situation because like no inserting. No, it's just a little bit like when I'm like, oh, like oh no, it's fine. Like, oh no, like no need to tell me. And if everyone's like, oh no, we're gonna tell you, we're not. No, don't say anything. It's like, no, I'm not asking. It's fine. But anyways, like a big reason I like Yakuza is like Kiryu and his like relationships, and especially the relationships that span back like all the way to 0 or 1 or you know. So the thought of like, and I just feel like again, Kiryu doing this just feels like a big like a big pity fest. It just feels like a giant pity fest. Like tragedy for the sake of tragedy. Like it's like, oh, like aren't you so sad? Like, you know, like it just feels like they're just trying to make you like feel sad. Like they're just like, how can we make like everyone just like feel sad? Like even if it narratively like it doesn't like span out the best for the game. It worked? Yeah, but it's just pity slop. If they, well, yes, but just because you feel sad doesn't mean anything. They could have a bomb go off and kill off every main character, and yeah, it would make us sad, and it would work. That doesn't mean it's good. Just because they make you feel emotions doesn't mean it's good. If it's bad writing, it doesn't mean it's good. Like, it's very easy to get your audience to feel certain emotions, but it's the way that you make them feel their certain emotions that's good writing. Like, if you want your audience to feel like anger, they could make Kiryu like kill Haruka and kill Date and kill Akiyama, and everyone would be mad. And they would get their like result of, oh, now everyone feels anger. That wouldn't mean, and it worked, but that wouldn't mean it's good. Or if they wanted everyone to feel happy, they could make a magical elixir that brings back everyone from the dead. And, oh, Nishiki's back, and the Kazuma Kiryu's back, and everyone's alive. And everyone would be happy. But that doesn't mean it's good writing. Or best for the story. So just because it makes you feel emotions, it's very easy for people to feel emotions, but it doesn't mean, like, it's necessarily, there's good ways and bad ways to go about it. So yes, this felt like pity slop. Like, it was a very easy way for them to just make the audience feel sad. A very, like, low effort way. So I can't say I'm very happy about it. But honestly, I can't say that I'm very looking forward to playing the next game. Like, again, I'm not saying Kiryu has to have a happy ending. I hope he does, but I'm not saying he has to. But like, just watching like this like pity slop train, like, it's like kind of what's the point then? I think big hard characters are better, worse, he's selfless, so he makes these bold decisions, think about their safety, about their feelings, that makes sense. But the thing is, the game reinforces it. The game doesn't stop and reflect that, oh hey, like, Kiryu's like overly selfless to the point where it's like a negative trait that actively is like a bad trait that is detrimental to him and his relationships. The game's like, look at him, and like frames it in like this like brave and selfless act. So that's the thing, it's not being written well. Cause like, you can make a character overly selfless like that, but it's not being written well where like they're self-aware of it. Pity slop, oh my god, bullseye. Yeah, they definitely went full carrot and stick. Because we'll have to find out one day far in the future. I'm not that excited about putting more time into a series just to hope that they reverse like a decision that I highly disagree with, though. Yeah, like the savior complex, I'm afraid, yeah. Because it would be different if, like, the game and the writers were self-aware that, like, Kiryu has a problem with showing affection and showing love to his loved ones, and the only way he knows how to do it is to sacrifice himself and be overly selfless to the point where it comes back around to actively hurting himself and his loved ones. It would be different. But the game doesn't treat it like that. It treats it as like, no, Kiryu's in the right. He's doing a good thing. And like, it's sad, but it's so beautiful. So like, I don't know. I'm just not... I just can't promise I'm gonna play any future ones. Do you know anything about 7? No. Devs are words and trade will spoil for future games. I just have to... I don't know. I'm just gonna have to think. I'm just very, very not down for this ending. I was very, like, hyped up with the ending of 6, and then they showed that twist, and I was very, very disappointed. 아쉽다. But I feel the game shows how reckless his decisions are. The game literally showed him walking away with like swelling and hopeful music. Like paired with like parallel shots of like his grandson. I'm just very, very unhappy with this ending. You know, Date objected, which I felt was them showing how bold his thinking. Well, I feel like that's very low-hanging fruit because of course Date would object. Who wouldn't object to your friend faking his death? That's like praising them for the bare minimum. I think you need to raise your standards. Like, of course Date would object. Why would you not object to your friend faking his death when he has a daughter and friends and a newly born grandson? Ouch, okay. Listen, if you're gonna try to debate with me on this, you're in my stream. I just think there was this meeting of RGG studios where the writers had their heads in their hands thinking, what did we do? I'm just very, 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 very disappointed. So anything you say is not going to be... Like, anything people are trying to convince me is not going to get through. I'm just very, very upset right now. I'm gonna look for someone to raid. 아쉽다. What if Kiryu's story ended in 3 and 4? Oh god, what was... I need to... Okay, Yakuza 3 was in Okinawa. Yakuza 5 was with the... Yakuza 4 was with... Oh god, what was... Yakuza 4 was with Akiyama. And Tanimura and Saejima and everyone. Honestly, I think that would have been best. I think that would have been best. Like, I mean, but I understand why they don't, because, you know, like, Kiryu was their main protagonist, you know, and he'd already had, and also, we wouldn't have gotten Yakuza 0. We wouldn't have gotten Yakuza 0. I mean, I guess unless, you know, I mean, probably. Because, like, then they would have had to, like, switch to a new protagonist and then been like, actually, we're going back to Kiryu. Unless they, like, switched to Majima and made him, like, the new protagonist, but... yeah. I mean, obviously, I want Kiryu to have a happy ending, but, you know... He's like the face of the franchise. I know like the other guys also now, you know, also the face of the franchise in the future games, but 아쉽다. They stopped Zero for a lot of the fandom. I mean, for me too. Not that I haven't loved the other games, but Zero's still my favorite. Thank you for streaming. Thank you, Dio. Also, yes, Amori is not in the mood to open back this game to do a karaoke song. Yeah, I think I'm done with Yakuza 6. I think I'm gonna end it here. The ending was going so well. It was going so well. It was on such a nice roll. On such a good roll. Such a good roll. Just know everyone hated it too. I'm glad. I wish I could have been there. I wish I could have been on the timeline when this game dropped. We had to live this for years. I wish I could have been there. I wish I could have been there within all the arguments. Look at this week, Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh yeah, lots of, yeah. When I was like, I don't think you guys will expect it. And then you guys were like, Ace Attorney? I was like, no. But yeah, I know, like, it's like similar to Fire Emblem, and I heard the story is really, really good. So I wanted to give it a try, because yes, I heard the story is really good. So, yes. I don't think Amorons are listening, but... Oh, the comments and forums were set ablaze! Here you pissed at missing 96% hit rates again. I'm ready for a Fire Emblem-esque game again. Don't think about tactics, so I'm excited. Me too. I also know nothing about... This is my first tactics and Fire Emblem game. I'm not Fire Emblem, sorry. Final Fantasy game. My first Final Fantasy game. Oh yes, this is Amoria's very first, but I'm very, 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 very excited. But yes. So I'm very excited because it looks right up my alley. And yeah, we haven't been able to play... Fire Emblem, so this will be a nice substitution. Well, that was Yakuza 6. We're sorry, Amoria. It's okay. You guys aren't RGG Studios. You guys can't issue me a direct apology. But thank you guys. It's okay. It's fine. I just love seeing one of my favorite characters' life constantly get fucked up in ways that I highly disagree with. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it. Like the rest of the game besides the ending? Yes, I wouldn't say it's my favorite Yakuza game. I'd say it's probably somewhere in the middle. More than Kiwami 1 and 2. Probably less than 3, 4, and 5. And 0. I did like the new side characters, but I think the plot I wasn't a big fan of. For like the Haruka writing and the plot itself. But I was a big fan of the new Hiroshima gang, so I think that saved it for me. But yeah, not beating out 0, 3, 4, and 5, but I think higher than Kiwami 1 and 2, I would say. So yeah, I think that's how the ranking goes. I don't know what the exact ranking would be, but definitely below those, but higher than 1 and 2. Rikia, my baby boy. They need to make the Rikia clones because they knew it was a fucking mistake killing him off. So they needed to make like 3 more Rikias with like slightly altered personalities. Okay. I am going to send you guys over to XP. We are the 3 Kias! They literally are all Rikia, but just like slightly like different, like slightly adjusted personalities. You can tell they regret fucking killing him off. Though I guess there wouldn't have been much like an excuse to like, you know, have him be part of the main story, but... Okay, yeah. I'm gonna send you guys over to XP. She's playing Minecraft with Limina, and we are actually going to be playing some Minecraft with XP later this week. So go get a little sneak peek of what we'll be doing later. But thank you so much for joining me for the ending of Yakuza 6. I'm sorry I wasn't the biggest fan. But that's just life sometimes. That's just how it goes sometimes in life. But we have a collab, we have a special Valentine's karaoke, and we have a new series this week. So I will see you guys later this week for lots of more streams. 나를 잘 봐줘서 너무너무 감사합니다. 아모리방! Better to have authentic Mori than to have Mori try faking something she does not. Yeah, I could not. I have no filter. Okay, I will see you guys later then. Thank you so much again for today, and I will see you guys later this week. What everyone?